Alright, YouTube, well, it's my third day of playing Irish flute. Today I'm going to talk to y'all about how to maintain a good sound on the flute. Tip number one, make sure that your airstream is definitely going into the embouchure hole. The way you can do that, I'm going to twist this out. Oh, and that cork grease is actually starting to work really well. I just greased up my flute a little bit. A good way you can test that is just you take your hand, put it on the end of the head joint where it goes into the main flute, and hold the other end, the cap, with your other hand. Just put your mouth over the flute, Make sure you get a good sound. You want to make sure that you roll out. You don't want to cover the entire embouchure, or like this. You definitely don't want to roll it out so much. You want to make sure that you have it just about right. Not too far close, not too far out, just right. Kind of like Goldilocks, except applied to the Irish flute. Now, another way you can do this, this also applies to how you care for your Irish flute, putting it together. Do not jam or just push the elements or the parts in. You actually want to take it, kind of like bagpipes, you want to roll them in. Just like that. Again, my Irish flute is tuned flat just because of the way I want to say this. My embouchure hole, the part that you blow into, is actually quite high on the embouchure on the head joint. So that's why my flute is so flat, and it's possibly the way they designed it. But even though it was designed that way, it's still pretty awesome. Now, the note we're going to play to test this out is A, and that's with your top hand, index on your top hole, and middle on your middle hole. Find your embouchure. I'm going to roll mine. We'll make sure that you also roll your head joint in a way to where you can reach the embouchure. That's too far out. There's the higher octave. That's no octave at all. There's a good sound. Now, even though I'm still getting used to this, the sound is kind of wavering a bit because I'm still getting used to this. Now let's try low D. No, we're going to go down in the scale. We're going to go from A to G, which is, you're going to add your ring finger on the bottom hole of the middle joint. Then we're going to go to F sharp, which is your index finger on the top hole of the foot joint. Then the middle finger, which is E, on the bottom finger, or the middle finger, middle hole of the foot joint. And then finally, low D is your ring finger placed on the very bottom hole of the flute joint. And you're sealing all of the holes. That's all 6 fingers down. So here's A. Pull a little bit out on my foot joint. Again, here it is again. And there we go. That is some tips for getting a good sound on the Irish flute, or any other classical flute, like either the Irish flute or classical flute, or any other cross-blown flute. There we go. Thanks for watching, and more to come later.